Elon Musk not taking crap from liberal Senator Elizabeth Warren after she tried to call him out on Twitter. Quote, "Let's change the rigged tax code so the person of the year will actually pay taxes and stop freeloading off everyone else." Musk hitting right back with a link to the time when Warren claimed phony Indian heritage and adding this comeback quote, "Please don't call the manager on me, Senator Karen." All right, well, that's an interesting back and forth between the senator and the richest man in the world, who's worth, what, $252 billion? Who's right and who's wrong there?
Well, put it this way. She does not like wealth. He's playing by the rules. It's not like he is cheating. He's playing by the rules. What he does is take his money and does things like we all should do. Get a space program, like we all should do. Come up with an electric car that, according to Jesse's latest stats that he provided me, burns clean. I think, isn't that the goal for everyone? All he does is innovate and hire people and create industry. And when it comes to paying taxes, you go ahead and invest rather than pay out the money. So to me, it's the same game. So she wants to change the rules to stop innovation. This is capitalist against socialist. Let's vilify the rich. This is back to our earlier block.
Yeah, that's right. And you know what, Dana? One of the things that the capitalist versus the socialist is she's saying, there's an article that says that Musk paid $68,000 in 2015, $65,000 in 2017, and none in 2018. Now, I don't know if that's accurate or it isn't accurate, right, but it may be. And then people have to scratch their head and say, wait a minute, I'm glad he's an innovator, but, you know, I'm working hard and paying 40% of my...
Senator Warren has made a good point.
Yeah, it's one of their best arguments, right? And I think that one of the reasons that you saw Biden continually say that the rich need to pay more. Heck, a lot of Republicans say that, too. But that would require a change in the tax code, and that means people have to get together and try to do that. She's very much a bully on these types of things. And when she comes out swinging, she never really gets any pushback, but all of a sudden you have Elon Musk who says, you know what, I'm not going to take it anymore. And he's funny, right? And then so the humor, the lightness of it drives even more coverage. And so, you know, between her being in the news and Hillary Clinton being in the news this week, it's like,
oh, Hillary Clinton was a gold mine for me on Saturday night.
She's going to run again.
I hope so. I really do.
Send her a thank you note.
But look, no, not her. But then, Jesse, look, here's the bottom line. If the top 1% pay $163 billion or don't pay that in taxes, we're missing that from them, but they pay the mounting share, the largest share of taxes, that's equivalent to the lower 90%, you know, how much more can we tax them?
Not much more, because I plan on being in that top percent at some point, and then I'll probably lose it and go back down to the other percent. But that's America. You go up, you go down, and that's part of the game. I love when members of Congress complain about the tax code when they write the tax code.
Yeah.
She's been in the Senate for 10 years. Rewrite the tax code. Not only that, the Democrats gave Tesla, what, $5 billion in taxpayer subsidies to make Elon the richest man in the world?
That's right.
And now she's complaining after giving him all that money. Come on. They're always complaining about something. He has a $15 billion tax bill that's due next year. So he just had to sell a bunch of Tesla stock to get that $15 billion. And what'd that do? Send the shares of Tesla way down.
Yep.
That takes your 401k down. Probably Liz Warren's pension probably came down. All the Tesla employees, they lose money. So that's the game. But she probably thinks it's a badge of honor to get dumped on by this guy.
She talks about a rigged tax code. And Jesse's point is a good point. And that is, you know, they complain about it, but they don't change it. I doubt she has the support. But is it a rigged tax code?
I think it is. And a couple of things. First of all, Elon Musk is the most charming rich person on earth, I think. He richly deserved the Time magazine cover. I loved him on Saturday Night Live. He's very, very...
A world that wants to go to space.
He's very... I would love to go to space.
There it is.
Senator Warren reminds me of Mrs. Foley, my English teacher in West Babylon High School in Suffolk County. When she came into the room, you were terrified she was going to pick on you. But she's absolutely right. I mean, there should be minimum corporate tax and minimum personal tax on people who make over a certain amount of money. It's just essential fairness. But it will never happen because Washington is a corrupt town run by lobbyists. Yep. As soon as you try to do anything innovative, anything that's truly helpful to the people, like prescription drug prices, for example, it gets stymied by creeps who are bought off.
Okay, well said.